afternoon, this is Trey with BuildIdaho.com. Today we're going to take a tour into Strata Bellissima and we're going to meet one of Eric Evans' clients, Greg Jackson of Consolidated Supply, and kind of get a little information about why he chose this home and a testimonial about working with Eric Evans Construction. Alright, this is Greg Jackson. Greg Jackson lives in Strata Bellissima. So my first question, Greg, is how did you find Eric Evans Construction?
I actually had a real estate agent out looking for houses in Janice, Idaho, and she called me up one day and said she knew that I wanted to ranch, and she said, I found the house that you're going to buy. And
you were not optimistic?
I told her she was too cocky. But anyway, we drove over here. I saw the front of the house, which I thought was totally unique to what you normally see. You don't see a lot of courtyards. And the lines in the house were probably, very eye-catching to anybody, but it really caught my eye. And we came inside, saw the whole painting, ended up checking up on the general contractor.
And what did you learn about the general contractor in your research?
One of the best in town, and doesn't do the Me Too jobs or Me Too construction. In other words, just like the back here, he just has. If you look inside my house, you'll just see a whole bunch of unique features that you just don't normally see in a house. So once again, anytime I see something that somebody's stepping out of the box, not because they have to, but that's their trademark.
What was your first impression of Eric Evans?
The boy knew what he was doing. He's very confident in himself, but not too overconfident. He just presented. I've been in the business for about 38 years, so I've met a lot of general contractors, and Eric is responsive, number one, which is key to a homeowner. Two, presented his product well, his house, and three, has just an impeccable reputation. Since I'm in the business, I did my research, and, so it was just a perfect marriage for me to buy the house, because that's one thing I look at it, is to make sure that the house is built well. So, in fact, the guy that I actually had come in and go through the house told me when he got done, he said, a lot of these houses they look pretty, but what's underneath them would scare you. He said, I can tell you this house is built like a steel ship. So.
All right, we're at the front door, and Greg, tell me, what was your first impression of this home, and what, as you're walking through it and deciding to buy or not, what were some of the buying signals for you?
The front, it just caught my eye. The courtyard, I had obviously the pump was running, and the fountain was crystal, and we're just looking around going, geez. And actually, what really made my final decision is the landscaping. The house is just gorgeous inside, but outside, he landscaped it just unbelievable. So,
as we were walking to the courtyard, we were talking about how solid the home is. So tell me some of the things that impressed you as a buyer of a new home and working with this builder. What were some of the technical aspects of the home that stuck out?
Just Eric told me what he had done, in the original foundation. Obviously, your house is built on a foundation, so what you do on the floor joists, what you're doing on setting the distance between the floor joists, everything he does is actually extra.
Perfect.
So it's just a solid foundation, and as he said, you won't find a squeak in the house, and he's right.